Good afternoon, Orla. Hello, how are you? Bear with me to make sure everything works. Before you go. We'll get into it in a minute. Will says, hello. Different game for a couple of hours today. A different game. Some of you might know it, some of you may not know it. But I'm excited to play it. I used to play this a lot. Like, a lot of game time has got into this game. Just make sure my YouTube's set up correctly, because that's always the bastard. Yes, it's set up wrong. What a shock. Bear with me. Tell you what the technical difficulty was today. Blooming HDMI didn't work on the TV, so it came through to the computer, but then the TV didn't work. Just typical, innit? Typical. Making sure YouTube doesn't connect well with the software that I use. Oh, Jess, thank you for the follow. How are you today, Jess? Right. Just sorry, bear with me. There we go. YouTube should be set up. Make sure I have the chat up this time as well. Right, that should do it. That should do it. That should do it. Went a bit Australian then. Cool. So, has anyone played Prison Architect before? Anyone heard of it? Anyone have any idea what it is? Or is it all a bit random? Right, what am I doing? Make sure I've got all this up. Need to keep an eye today on the Twitch requests. Okay, cool. Right, let's jump into it. Jess says, good thanks, thought I'd make a Twitch account. Yeah, Twitch and YouTube are pretty much the same. I think people have preferences, but pretty much do the same thing. Jess put no clue what it is. I'll talk through it in a minute. And Ola said, I got it for a gift for someone, lol. Heard a lot about it. It is very good. I'm just booting up on my PS4. It's just booting up. Booting up. So it's a really good game. It's an indie game created by just a regular guy, I think. It's not going to blow you away with graphics. It is a very basic graphic game, but it's quite fun because it's cartoony as well. So you can see the little characters in the bottom left there pickaxing. That's generally what the characters look like. But essentially what you're doing is you're just building a prison. And there's tasks to complete, and there's the chance that the prisoners will kind of like revolt. So you have to have like armed guards and stuff. But I really enjoy it, and I've played it a lot. But like, you got loads of stuff here. I mean, I've only ever done. I mean, it's come on so much. I mean, I played it back in 2015 when it first came out, and not all the updates have been done. So it's what you call an early release game. So all this stuff's new to me in terms of what you can do in terms of escape mode and stuff. But today I'm just going to show you the basics. But you can see, look, I mean, you can see how long I played it for before. That was 2018. But yeah, we're going to start from scratch. We're going to play it properly. So, yeah, lots of settings you can do as well. So you get to choose your warden. and you can basically, each warden has a bit of a difficulty. How long have you been playing this game for? It must be since about 2015. Must be. Yeah, must be ages ago. I played it on PC before it came to PS4. So you get to choose your warden because each of them have a little bit of a different skill trait, so they can all do different things for your prison. So, for example, Rita, she has a reputation for running her facility through judicial application of fear, halves the likelihood of prisoners being stoical or fearless, and doubles the rate of suppression. This person here gives the guard dogs a 50% chance of fully uncovering any tunnels. So yeah, prisoners will attempt to escape from your prison as well, and dogs can find them them tunnels. The pacifier, basically you get three types of prisoner. So you get like the very like mild prisoner who's only probably been arrested for, I don't know, shoplifting. You then got your middle tier, which is like aggravated assault kind of thing, and then you've got your supermax, where it's like murderers and stuff like that. And so they all require different guarding, because obviously some of them are a bit difficult to thingamabobby. This person here is pretty good because it'll get you more money for the prison, because if they found a contraband, so the prisons can bring can literally, like the people from the outside will lob, I don't know, things over the walls, and then the prisoner will go pick it up. Or when the visitors are visiting the prisoner, they'll pass over things like drugs and mobile phones and all that kind of stuff. So that's really good. There's so many layers to this game. You've also got the reform of the prisoners. So when you've got a prisoner in your time, you can have kind of a work time where they can actually go to school, learn, and then hopefully their reoffending rate comes down. It sounds more complicated than it is. It's pretty self-explanatory. Again, prison guards can be attacked and beaten up by people, so again they have health. And again, you can earn more money for your prison by making the inmates build things for you. So that's his gold. So again, I'm going to get straight into it, but I just wanted to explain to you a bit about the game. But you got to choose a warden first. So again, you can have armed guards as well with tasers and all this kind of stuff. So they're important. This person's the best one because it reduces the costs of things. So we're going to go with this one. Difficulty. I just want to show you it to start with, so I'm not going to go like hardcore. We can do that at later streams, but I just want to show you the game to start off with. Prison size, yeah, large is fine. Starting for 200 grand's enough. Intake payments, yep. Fog of war, yeah, we'll leave that off. Generate forest, generate buildings, failure conditions. Let's just get into it. So basically, this is your game map. Trying to remember how you do it. Yeah, you go. So you got a massive, and then you got to build a prison all on here. And these are your workmen who come for you. So obviously the main thing first is you're not going to have loads of money straight away. And we basically need to build somewhere where the prisoners will come in. They have to get stripped of their possessions, and then basically put into the prison outfit and then sent to a cell. But right at the start, you can't have individual cells because it's very expensive to do that. So you have to have a thing called a holding cell. All is put. If you were to go to prison, what would it be for? That's a difficult one. I don't know. Probably something stupid. Wait, hold on. We need to also. I remember in this game as well. I mean, I haven't played this in a long time, but you have to do. Yeah, this is it. You have to do foundation and you have to do the walls. Okay, I might cancel this. Alright, cancel that. Cancel that. Oh no, I want to cancel all of it. There we go. Right. So you have to basically do your foundations first. So we're going to just build a quick like entrance to the prison. So like kind of like the reception area. So when the prisoners come in the reception. They get cleared of all their stuff, and then they're going to have to be sent to like a holding cell. So they need a holding cell to start off with. You don't want to take loads of prisoners straight away as well, because you don't want to be overwhelmed. But we have got tasks as well. James put fraud 100%. But yeah, so this is the CEO. He sends you tasks to do, and you can earn money from the tasks that you do. But every prison has a warden, so we've got one. Individual jail cells are expensive. That's what I said to you guys earlier. And then, yeah, you need to have basic necessities for a prisoner. They need food. They need somewhere to sleep. They need somewhere to like go outside into like a yard. And they need a shower. But yeah, you've also got to build electricity and water as well. So I think the best thing is if I just kind of do it, and then you guys will see what I mean. But we do have to hire the warden, so let's do that. So yeah, this warden needs an office as well. But yeah, you've got to hire people. So prison and hired staff. So you've got all these different types of people. So at the start, obviously you've got workmen who build for you. You can see them building there. Guards who will obviously guard. Cooks who will cook your food. Warden. Armed guards, snipers, you can get sniper towers, dog handler, doctor, because obviously fights happen and people get injured, a janitor, because obviously they need to clean up things, but you can actually make the prisoners go to work and they can clean up things and they can do the gardens, but you can actually speed up time if you remember how to do it. Yeah, here we go. So they'll build all that for me. These prisoners have been stuck. So yeah, again, doors. It's a bit like Sims, where you know you have to build the doors for everything, and it's all very inclusive. Walls and doors. Give me a door. Oh damn it! How do I rotate? There you go. So otherwise, people will be able to just walk out. And again, we're going to need one here. But we also need to build... It's all coming back to me now in my head. So we need to build a power station, which again, we don't want that to be too close to the prisoners because they'll try and blow it up. So power supply, and then you're going to have to run electrical cables from the power supply into the prison. No, get rid of that. Then this needs to be nearby as well. So this is the water. So again, you've got to run pipes as well. And eventually need to build a perimeter wall as well that goes around the edge of the prison. Once you're up and running, it's a bit more fun to do. But this bit's just getting set up, really. And like deliveries come, so we can have like a delivery area, and contraband gets smuggled in via deliveries as well. So you have to have like metal detectors and guard dogs there as well. So as you can see, look, that's being built. But then you've got to do the same for. You've got to give the water supply some power, and then you've got to build. You've got to build pipes into things as well, so you have water everywhere. So we need to call these rooms something. You have to assign each room a name. So this one's gonna be the holding cell, and yeah, you can get psycho patients as well. So you can have like a mental prison, where you need to like pad the cells and stuff because they'll try and kill themselves. Then we need a reception. Right, so this is where the reception. So this is where the prisoners get taken when they arrive, and then they'll be escorted into the holding cell. Each of the rooms, though, which is good, will tell you what items you need to have in them for them to function. So again, this one needs a toilet and a bench, so it literally gives you them. So we're probably going to start off by having maybe 8 prisoners. And obviously they don't need a toilet each yet. So we'll probably do 4 toilets. They're going to need a bed. So you just write these down. So this is just the holding cells. This is where they're all going to just mix for the time being until we have a bit more money. Oh, damn it. So just write these up here. And then just give them like a bench or something to sit down on. And then I'll build a separate shower room for them. You can get phones and stuff as well, and you need to be able to basically you can have like guards listening to the phone calls to make sure they're not talking about something they shouldn't. Judpod says hello. Good afternoon. What else do I need in that? So look, there's a problem that means the room cannot be used correctly. There are no canteens accessible by the cell. So we need to now build a canteen. So again, we get the structure out, and you can be really creative with this. Like you can build it in any way you want. You can build it on an island if you want. You can build like Alcatraz. But I'm just doing like a simple kind of start. We'll literally just build a canteen and kitchen right next door to it. So this will be like a little cluster. So this will be like, eventually it will grow and we'll do like cell blocks and stuff, and there'll be more than one canteen. But this is going to be like its own little cluster of just for new prisoners to like bed in, if that makes sense. So anyway, the builders need to get building that. Is everyone with me at this moment in time? Is everyone like, bloody hell, this is a lot of information? And it is to start off with, but when you get into it, you can get really creative. It's like any game though, you just need to learn the ropes. I do highly recommend it, it's really good. And then this is telling me it's got missing things as well. So view missing items. So office desk. So that's where they'll be registered. Table and chair. So again, you have laundry as well. Yeah, so metal detectors are vital in this game. It will stop things like guns being brought in, knives and all that kind of stuff. See, some of these items I haven't even seen before. So a PA system, so like a speaker to remind people that they're still in prison. Right, we need doors. So again, you want a large prison door as well, because if all the prisoners kind of group up and get stuck in a corridor or anything, they'll just all start fighting. Look, you can just put these down if you want to, but I feel like it's always better if you build yourself because it's cheaper. So again, we've run out of... This is another thing you have to watch out for as well. The power actually runs out. So canteen, for example, we'll make it like that big. And then the kitchen, we'll just fill in the rest of the gap here. Okay, but first, we need to keep an eye on the money as well. We've got quite a bit of money, so that's good. So you need these capacitor things, which basically increase the amount of electricity that the power station can pump out. And then yeah, so this is going to say it's needs some stuff. So, oh my god, I keep doing the controls for Sims. Right, so serving table. So the canteen staff will put food on there. The prisoners will then need somewhere to sit down. Again, this is just a starter canteen. It's not. This isn't going to be the canteen for the rest of the game because there won't be enough room. It's just to get us up and running with some prisoners. So you whack the canteen and the kitchen down. Again, you want to make sure it's spaced out. And you need to put bins and stuff down so there's not litter. You want to make sure it's all spaced out because, again, they'll start fighting each other if it's not. I don't think we'll get another serving table in there without a gap in between. No. So then again, you got to build cookers, and need to remember to hire staffs, fridges, a sink. So the sink will need water. This is the thing, you can't really see which way around it goes. I think it's that way. But again, eventually you can make these sprinklers are a good idea as well, actually, because it sets on fire. Again, you know, anything can happen in this game. Things can set on fire, which is never good news. And I need to put down a couple more fridges, because fridges stop the food from going off. Okay, so then it's saying we need more power. I think we just haven't ran the cables. Some light, I think bin men are here or something. Why isn't this connected? They still need more power. Yeah, sometimes you have to connect objects directly to one another. I can't believe, first of all, how loud the bin men are being, but also how much power I'm using already. And then we're also going to have to run pipes as well from the water supply. So there you go there. What a shock. My controller is low on battery. So yeah. So then eventually we can do that. We do need to run a fence around this place. Where's the reception? But we need to leave a gap for prisoners. We need to leave a gap for a door, sorry. Okay, look. We have to do it like this. So we don't want people to escape. Hence why I do this. They can still dig under it, but it just means they can't do a runner. But they can't run into a fence and go through it. And then we just pull it across here. And eventually you can upgrade these walls so they're a bit more secure. And you can have like people like like the guards like patrolling them again along them. Might have to move the garbage and stuff. Yeah, literally whack it like that and then get a door. Shove a door in there. But the thing is, we need to hire some staff now because we need guards to unlock the doors. So a couple of guards, they'll start doing guardy things. We're going to need a couple of cooks to cook food. Again, I can't... but yeah, again, that's the annoying thing. The construction people will... There we go. So power's back on. You need to hook up power to metal detectors as well. What do you guys think to it so far? Honest opinions. Liking the look of it? Don't like the look of it? Yeah, you just need to hook everything up, make sure it's all connected. Again, you need... Is it still telling me that toilets... Oh yeah, okay, no, it's because of that. And then we just need a bit of water supply to the toilets. Yes, again, some people, some things need direct links. Water especially needs to be directly linked to the things that need water. So you don't have to use a large pipe all the time. You can just use... we've done that, and then we also need to build a... it's like you can get these... so I just need like a yard so they can kind of go out and chill in. They changed the name of what a yard is on this. Move up, please. I think so. Okay, we'll have to do it ourselves. Rooms. We also need to build an office for the warden. Yeah, so yard. So you just do like a yard like in the middle. So they've got somewhere to go and play. Right, so we need to build a wall around it so they don't go running off. Again, we just get a simple fence. And then we can put things in here like weight benches so they can work out. I mean, punch bag's new. It says no on there actually, look. Somewhere they can phone home, so E.T. phone home. All it says, it's good so far. Can inmates work? Yeah, so you can put the inmates to work. They have to go to the schoolroom and learn how to do most stuff. But yeah, you can get them to work. You can get them to do laundry. You can let them to help cook. You can get them to clean up. You can get them to be gardeners. You can get them to make license plates for you, which you then sell. Which is like a bench so they can sit on them. It's just like a mini yard for them. And then get a door and put them there. So they've got somewhere to... Why do they put a workbench over there? Or is it because they can't put them in yet? So yeah, you've got that to, that built. I'm trying to remind myself. You can get... where is... Yeah, so... Where are all the... I'm going to build them. Build that lady an office. Because I don't think I can do the quest things until I've built her an office. Alright, office. So we'll do like an office block, kind of like up over here. This is where the prisoners aren't going to be allowed to go. So the prisoners, this bit of area, I'll fence off eventually, and I'll kind of put out of bounds. I'll put very realistic then, minus the license plates. Lol. Yeah, they just get put to work, so they have to make things. I think it's like in like kind of DT. Also, a cup of tea and the greatest football team in the world. That's what I'm repping today. Right, yeah. So, what's going on here? Okay, no, they've been ordered. And then, like, it's quite cool how the little workmen will, what am I doing? Now the little workmen will come and, like, put all the stuff in there. I think it's always something I've liked. I don't know why. Small things. And I quite like how you have to, like, link everything up as well. Just adds to it. All I said, can they shank each other? Yeah, prisoners will kill each other. Because what you eventually get is you get rival gangs in the prison. So there might be a certain gang they don't like another certain gang, and they'll just go and kill them, you know, in their cells or whatever. And then you have a thing called solitary confinement. So then it's my job to set the rules of okay, now they've hurt. Okay, now you've stabbed another prisoner. How long should I put you in solitary confinement for? Sounds a bit gory than it is, but I think even though it's gory and, you know, realistic, I think these kind of graphics and the way it is kind of doesn't make it feel that way. Right. Anyway, how do I get the? I want to know how I get. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, so like these things give us like quests. Look, so I can do that. So it basically says build a holding cell. This basically guides you through what you need to build. So build a holding cell, which we've done. Build a shower, haven't done that yet. Build a yard, done that. Build a kitchen, done that. Build a canteen, hire at least 2 guards and 2 cooks. So if we do this, all we've got to do is build a shower block. So we'll do that now. And again, you can get these quick rooms, so it's quite easy to do if you just want to get this bit out of the way. But again, remember, this bit's going to be like a little starter bit for the prisoners. And you can go to town on this as well. You can get like, you can put like, I don't know, you can put anything down really, like indoors over. But just to make sure that they follow the paths and stuff. They will follow the paths if you put it down. Paving stone. So I can literally just go like this, and they will follow the paths. And sometimes they walk quicker on the paths as well. So when they get all like congested. And then if people start, if prisoners start to go off the path, you can path. You can kind of clearly see who's trying to cause trouble. Did I put a door down here? Yeah, I did. So anyway, so then we need to connect up the water. We're nearly at the point where we can get prisoners in, but I don't like to bring the prisoners in and then they all start getting grumpy because they don't have anything to do, or they haven't got a shower place and stuff like that. So it's good to just get it all set up before you get the prisoners come in. And then that's when all hell breaks loose, when the prisoners come. But look, you can see here, look, they come into here. A metal detector to make sure they aren't doing anything they shouldn't be. They collect their uniforms. The guards will then take them into the holding cell. You'll see for yourselves. And then certain points of the day, it'll be like eat time, shower time, yard time, work time. And you can get gardeners to come and get rid of all this green stuff as well. And also, if things really hit, without swearing, if things hit the fan and you really can't deal with them, and like there's a massive riot and all that kind of stuff, fires, you call the fire brigade. Riot guards, so literally more enforced guards will come and sort out the riots. Paramedics, if there's lots of injured. Guard response, so I can make the guards go over to places. Free fire means if a guard has a gun, you can shoot at you can basically shoot to kill any prisoner who's causing issues. Shakedown is if there's a real bad problem with contraband in your prison, you can basically get all the prisoners locked up in their cells, and a guard will go into each cell and search their cell to get rid of all the contraband they've got. Because if you've got some prisoners who have got a drug addiction, for example, they're going to try and smuggle drugs into the prison. So again, all that kind of stuff. Tunnel search, so we'll search out for tunnels. Lockdown means every single door in the prison gets locked. So if there's a riot, for example, I can press that button and shut off everyone so they can't all congregate somewhere. Bang up means you just send all the prisoners back to their cells, at any point of the day. Some prisoners will say, I'm not being locked up like that, and they'll try and fight, and then obviously we can deal with them. So there's lots of fun scenarios that can happen, and things can go really wrong. And there could be a massive prison escape, and there's a hole in the fence, so people just start, escaping. So there's loads of stuff that can happen. And it just kind of, once you've all set up and stuff, it does get a little bit more funner. So we've done that, Grant. So again, you best to just go along here when you don't know what you're doing to start off with. So administration kit centre. So again, this is going to give us $5,000 in advance to build, and then $5,000 to complete it. All we've got to do is build. Where is it? Structure. So we've got to build another office, which again, when it comes to offices, they're boring to build. So just go to quick build. You can get comfy offices if you want, if you've got like a psychiatrist. But sometimes this is going to be the accountant's office. I mean, how boring. So we're going to need a couple more offices. So I'm going to build them whilst we're here, because we're going to need more staff. What's House on the Hill? That's funny. Let's have a look. Is the stream okay, guys? Is in terms of visit gone down? Is it all good? Are we still up? Can everyone still hear me? You got laggy for a minute. Okay, as long as we're still up and running. Still as we're up and running, that's all that matters. But also, yeah, we're going to play some Sims later on as well, because I know All has made a house for us to check out today, so we'll check that out. But yeah, don't worry, this is just kind of just to mix it up a little bit, just to introduce you to a game that I really like. But yeah, Sims is going to be back later on today. So yeah, you can see all like these footmarks as well, so you get janitors to come and clean it up for you. But yeah, you also need to make visitation centres so people can come and visit, so we can do that. Again, you best just getting all these rooms built before they come, because otherwise prisoners will get really angry because they can't see people and they can't do things that they need to do. No, it doesn't give you a visitation room. Okay, we'll have to build that one. So again, this is going to be more of a communal area. So, alright, visitation room. It's important not to make these rooms too small either. They also need what you call a common room as well, so a room with like a TV and stuff in. So I'll make them a common room here. There might be a template of a common room. Common room, yeah. So you can just get a common room like this. And then they've got somewhere they can chill in free time. Also, can they get conjugal visits? Is that when the priest comes and sees them? You might have to correct me on that. But if so, yeah, you can build a church, and there's a priest that comes in, does the sermon and stuff. There's so many layers to this game. Trust me, there's so many layers. Everything you can pretty much do in a prison, you can do on this game. Actually, thinking about it, again, this is because I've played it before, but I know that visitors, if you can, you don't want them to travel too far in your prison, because they'll start dropping things for like contraband and stuff. But I think we'll be okay here. Right, visitation. So build a visitation room. So again, so family and friends can come. So you need to just literally, this room's quite easy. You just build tables like that. And then yeah, again, important to have metal detectors here, because visitors will try and smuggle things in. Oh, all to say, conjure no when they get to see their boyfriend girlfriend in a room privately. I don't think so. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I've seen that. I mean, I might be wrong. But I don't think you can have one-on-one visits. But I think you can get bad guards, as in guards that, you know, get tips off and stuff and bribed. And then obviously it's, you know, we have like, you can get surveillance and stuff, and you can get CCTV, and honestly, I'm excited for you guys to see it all up and running, because it's everything happens at once, and sometimes you know, you just have to sometimes you have to sit back and just let it happen, because that's the way it works. Unlock finance through bureaucracy. Yeah, so you have to unlock certain things as well, which is, again, it just keeps it makes the game a bit longer. Prison running, where is it? Here we go. So again, look, so your warden controls everything. So that's technically I'm the warden. So the warden's on the left, and then you have all this massive family tree of people that you need to unlock. So again, the accountant, and then like you can get things, so you can expand the land, so bigger prisons. You get extra grants, so more money from the bank if you run out of stuff. A lawyer. So then, technically, at the moment, there's like a minimum. What's the word? A minimum cell size that you can have for a prisoner, and you can basically pay the lawyer to, skew the law so that you can build really, really small cells for prisoners. Permanent punishment, so I can literally lock up someone forever if I wanted to. And then, yeah, basically, like, you do sometimes, if you start to be like a bit of a dictator and you're not doing things that abide by the law, you get fined and stuff, and obviously if you've got a lawyer, you can fight it. Death row, so I can get prisoners that have been sentenced to death, and I can build like an execution chamber and all that kind of stuff, and you can kill them. And obviously, the thing is a death row though is you have to give them 3 kind of trials, so they can basically plead for their life, and an investigation happens where to see if they should die or if they shouldn't die, and that can happen 3 times, or you can order an execution straight away. But if I execute someone who actually shouldn't have been executed, then I get massive fines. Again, there's loads of stuff. So again, with the security, armored guards, dogs, intelligence, which listens to the phones, tasers, body armor, so less people die, the guard towers with the snipers, surveillance, so CCTV in every room, remote access, so guard doesn't have to physically unlock a door. You can literally have a room where guards will just unlock a door depending on who they see in the cameras. Patrols, dogs, as was mentioned. So there's so many things that this. I mean, it goes into such detail. Maintenance, so cleaning and stuff. Prison labour is that thing about work. But yeah, you'd want to kind of take it in baby steps, and I'd suggest you just kind of follow the grants. So just do these one at a time, and eventually the prison will grow and grow and grow because it'll tell you what to build. What have we got to do here? Oh yeah, hire an accountant. So hire staff, and then that can be the accountant's office. So then I've completed that grant, so that's a grant done. I've done the visitation, so that one's complete. So inmate health well-being. So again, you have to build a hospital or a medic room. So that might be on. Yeah, medical. I think you might have to unlock it. You have to unlock it. Yeah, so you have to. So you can have doctors on the prison. You just have to pay and unlock it. But you can make this game as hard as you want. You can put this on an insane difficulty where you have little money, or you can put it on, really low funds when you first start off, so you can't build things straight away. But yeah, you have to have a doctors, because people will die, unfortunately. Again, you want a metal detector in here because, of course, there's going to be sharp knives and all that kind of stuff. So metal detectors, in my opinion, are essential in nearly every single room. Because also, if you haven't got, say for example, if I didn't put the metal detectors here and I had metal detectors here, the people who visit the prison are smart and they'll just avoid going in this room and they'll come straight through this room here. What rooms are valid? At least 2 TVs. What, to the common room? Okay, look, we need to keep an eye on this. So visitation rights. I've got 2 TVs in there. Oh no, I haven't. So 2 TVs. Here's one. There you go, and I've completed that grant now, so it's just the doctors and a psychologist we need to hire. So again, we need to link up the power. again, sometimes you can do this with just getting the prisoners in the prison and then doing this as they move in. But I think sometimes it's essential. Say, for example, if I move the prisoners in, they all start fighting and everyone dies and don't have a medic, then they're all going to die. And then again, you get fined. You can even get fired if you don't have control over your thing. Right, hire staff. So I need a... What did it say I needed? Psychologist. Right, so you have to unlock a psychologist on bureaucracy. So psychology here, look. And then what psychologists can do is you can have... obviously, the prisoner's going to be a bit mental. So you have certain work sessions where the psychologist will come along and the prisoner will go to a session and try and figure out what's going on in their head. So that's the thing as well. And for the time being, we'll just put the psychologist in that office there, and then that should... I need to hire 2 doctors as well. Get a couple of doctors. So then they go and live in the infirmary. One thing I've just thought of is we need to have a staff room as well, because the members of staff get tired and they need somewhere to chill out. So we'll build them a quick staff room. We'll build it up here in like the staff block. Might just put a staff room there. Again, so they've then got their own place to chill out in. Right, so we've done both of them grants. So again, I'm just making sure we haven't missed off anything before I let the prisoners come in. I think everything else can be done at a later time. Yeah, you can have loads of like criminally insane wing, so you can literally do everything. It's important to have prison maintenance as well, because things will break and go wrong and you need people to fix them. So cleaning through bureaucracy, grounds through bureaucracy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open the prison, so the first lot of people will come through. Right, so we're going to take the medium security, and how many beds have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so again, we're going to start off small to start off with. But that's going to give us 8 grand, because every prisoner I get from there. But look, you can get like insane prisoners. These are like the death row ones, the people who executed, he's executing. These are like the murderers, and then these are just like the petty ones. So I've just gone down the middle of medium security because we can deal with that. So they'll arrive in 9 hours. So they'll come in 9 hours. They'll come in the little tree. You'll see. You'll see. But this is where it gets a bit exciting, because then you've got people to look after, actually. But whilst we're waiting for that, we'll unlock the ground maintenance. So maintenance, groundskeeping. Okay, then we have to unlock this first. So unlock this, and then we'll unlock all this kind of stuff. Ba 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 baby boo. So yeah, then groundskeeping, cleaning, and then just check that grant again to remind us what we need to do. So we need to clock, yeah, cleaning, which we're doing. A foreman requires an office, 2 janitors and a gardener. So again, we might be able to hire the foreman. Again, so he goes and lives in his office, and then that'll start researching the other things. And then, yeah, we need to make sure, we need to remind ourselves to keep everything powered up. So everything will go in there. So yeah, cleaners are done. So then we have to build them a room, so they can keep all the cleaning stuff in places. Is there a quick cleaning room? No. Okay, so quick room structures. Again, the cleaning, you can get the prisoners to help you clean, but also the cleaning cupboard, which I guess you call it, has loads of chemicals and stuff in it, so it needs to be locked away. Alright, we need to build foundation first. Get your foundation out. So this will be the cleaning room. That will be the cleaning room. Anyone any questions? Anyone lost? Anyone hate this game? My prisoners here yet? Oh yeah, the prisoners are here, look. So they come in here. They've all got a name. Yeah, so they all come in here, and they all get stripped off, searched, and then given a uniform, and then the guards will put them into the holding cell. But you've got to remember to turn your prison take offs, because otherwise there'll be enough prisoners. And then the top left, you can see at 8 out of 7. So I've said that we can have 8 prisoners, and apparently we can only have 7. So we've got one more than we need. But literally, so if you just click on a prisoner, for example, you can see who they are, what they've done. So look, this person here is called Duncan Fredericks. You can tell his age. So he was sentenced to 7 years for aggravated vehicle theft. And you can see their behaviour. You can see their family on the far right. So when the family come to visit, you know exactly who they are. Again, this is literally all. This is his criminal record. So he's pretty. You know, look, he's 2 counts of aggravated vehicle theft, dangerous driving, car theft. He's obviously a car stealer. And then yeah, look, you can see all this kind of stuff. And like you can see the estimated reoffending chance. So it's quite a low chance of reoffending. 18% is quite low. But yeah, he's obviously a bit of a baddie. But you can see this for every single prisoner. I'm trying to click on him. So look, this guy, look, sentence of 14 years for manslaughter. Again, you can see he's got a family, two kids. Biography, so he's already been in jail before for perjury. And again, you know, you can see his experience. So how's he finding the prison? So he rates health 5 out of 10. 10 out of 10 for security though, which is good. Punishment 10 out of 10. Reform 0 because we haven't got any reform yet. But yeah, you can see everything about it. Every single one of these prisons, no matter how many you get, will all have a story. And as long as they're all fed, and as long as they all eat, look, you can see in the bottom left, look, their needs and reputations. So the higher it is, the more they need. And then at different times of the day, obviously they eat. So they eat twice a day. They shower in the mornings. They get to go to the yard in the daytime and whatever. But they're all pretty chilling, these ones. There's not too many of them, so it's not overcrowded. They've all been fed, but they all hate the environment they're in, so they want more decoration and stuff. Will says, yeah, we hate it. Nah, never seen it before, so it's cool to see something different. Yeah. And all I said, it's good that you get to know the prisons a bit. Yeah, it's again, you know, for such a, you know, indie game, so one guy's created this, maybe he got a couple of mates as well, it's very in depth, and it has been built over 5 years, so when it first started, it was a completely different game. Anyway, so we need to finish off doing our cleaning. So what you can do here, look, is you can just give it, because eventually, hopefully, the prisoners will clean for us. So we're going to give it a normal door. And then I'm just going to do that. And then literally we can then hire a couple of janitors. A couple of gardeners. And then literally, so them 2 gardeners will get rid of all the grass that you see, all the, like, these weeds, that, like, especially on this path here, they'll get rid of all this. The cleaners will come and mop all the floor, so it's not all dirty, and that should make the prisoners a bit more happy. But yeah, it's so easy to just spend loads and loads of time on this game, because obviously you can see how in depth it is, and obviously the end goal is you want to have a prison which can hold like thousands and thousands of prisoners. And you've got all this space to fill as well, so eventually it will grow and grow and grow, and you can have massive cell blocks with loads of prisoners in and loads of guards, and obviously things will happen where they start kicking off, and then you can see the janitors here cleaning up. People with OCD might enjoy that. You can watch the prisoners, watch these janitors clean the floor, look. And yeah, and that's it, and you can see the gardeners here looking in the yard getting rid of all the weeds. So yeah, but can you see how annoying it is when they have to go in a room? They have to wait for a guard to come in and lock it like here. Look, but with that remote access that I spoke to you about earlier, you can just get a room of guards and they'll just unlock the doors without getting the guards. So you got a visitor waiting to visit. So it's saying that we don't have enough meals to feed all your hungry prisoners, but we do because it's just the time of the day which says we don't. I've read this. Right, so then yeah, look, they're all gone showering, all gone for a shower, and then they kind of hang about. So let's do another grant, see what else we need to build. Yeah, so again, we can build classrooms and stuff. So we'll do this one. So where's my grant? Yeah, so we can build their own cells. Look, we'll do that eventually. So unlock education through bureaucracy, build a classroom. Okay, so look, this is where you get to reform them. So education, and then you've got to start thinking about your prison and how it's going to plan out. Because as I said, this is going to be our starter block, but we also want them to have access to communal rooms. So like, I might fence this bit off here, so then these prisoners are only like stuck to this bit here, and then they can come through and then come into communal grounds. But then like another set of prisoners who come, they'll have their own block down here, because you don't want them to mingle too much, because that's when you get fights and stuff. But for the time being, we haven't got a lot of prisoners, so it's all good. And then we also want to build them a cell block. So, so classroom, for example, you want like a few classrooms together. So this is going to be like our communal area, this block over here. So I might build a couple of... I'm going to build a couple, because you do need a couple. Of that. What time is it? 10 to 3, 10 to 4. Oh yeah, you also get these little snapshots as well, like you see them like working out. I found 151 of 150 to 82. But yeah, they can go on the phones and stuff. But yeah, at the moment it's pretty chill. There's nothing really wrong with the prison. Everyone's in a good mood. We've got plenty of money. Yeah, so look, you can see like have 10 prisoners pass the foundation education course. So obviously some of these prisoners don't have to read and stuff, so we need to get them to do that. And obviously the more intelligent they get, supposedly, the less chance they'll re-offend. What else grants can we do? So we just need to make sure this is all connected with power as well. But you can see all these things that we haven't even unlocked yet. Right, so we need to build some power. So whack them in there. And then yeah, go back to the grants. Is that not enough? Yeah, so build a classroom, but why isn't it? Have 10 pass. So we actually have to schedule into their day. That programs look. So you have to schedule into their day the learning. So foundation education reform. So we want to have. So look, more work time required. So then we have to go to their regime. So we've got their regime. So they sleep all the way till 6 a.m. From 11 a.m. to 6 a.m. they sleep. They then a lockup. Lockup's a waste of time, so they just stay in the cell. Shower. So like here, for example, you could do work, because they don't need to be locked up all the time. So change that to work. Yard. And then like this lockup's a waste of time. They don't need... I'm going to give them... I'm going to have 4 hours a day of work. Lockup's such a waste of time. They don't need an hour to sleep. So they're working all that time, then they eat, then they have yard, then they have a bit of free time here. I don't think lockup's a good idea. I'll give them some free time here as well. But this here will be enough time to work. So then look, so 2 out of 6 prisoners have been enrolled into that, which is good. And then eventually when they pass, then you can do the general education qualifications. These obviously cost as well, they cost the prison, so it's costing me 500 per session. The psychologist, so we can always do one of them, so the psychologist will see them. And then you can have the pharmacological treatment of drug addiction, so we can have one of them. So look, we've got 3 out of our 4, there's 4 prisoners with the drug issue, and 3 of them have enrolled, so it's important to have one of these. Alcoholics, no equipment. What equipment do we need? Lack of chairs. I don't know what this guy's doing, but he's. I don't. So these 2 people here, look, they're in a class. You got a teacher comes in externally, and they're learning. Look, which is good. And then another thing I want to do is I go back onto that bureaucracy. Keep saying it. I want to change. I want to get prison labour. So you get prison labour, and then they can help out cleaning things and doing laundry. So when we have that work time, if they're not interested in doing a class or anything, then they can put themselves to use in other ways. And I also want to unlock the remote access as well, so then we can build a room with guards in it who can just unlock. Why isn't that doing that? Okay, so security unlocks the chief of security. So then prison labour. So then I can do. Yeah, logistics. So then I can look. So prison labour. Where can they help out? So when they've passed the kitchen safety and hygiene, I can have 4 prisoners help there. I can have loads of prisoners help out cleaning. So look, I can have 11 people help clean up things. And then there's a way of doing the gardening as well, but I don't know how to do that yet. But yeah, so again, they can help out, and they can basically, it's free labour for me. I don't have to buy cleaners to do it. Look, so too many prisoners have access to narcotics. So that means, I think narcotics is the word for alcohol. So that means somehow they're being smuggled in. Obviously, a metal detector isn't going to sniff this out. But for example, if this ginger kid here, he's just come from all the way over here for no reason whatsoever. So that means he's probably had something thrown over the fence. So what I'll do is I'll click on him, and I can get the guards to search him somehow. I just don't know how. He's got drug issues, look. So he's definitely going to be. How do I get him to search? How do I get him to get searched? Yeah, here we go, look. So if I go search prisoner, I do want to search this prisoner. Let's see if the guard finds anything. I think we need a few more guards actually. Is he going to go search him? Yeah, so look, so this little thing here means that we found some drugs on him. So look, that means that these people have an issue. So he's been locked up. Now if I check the rules of policy maybe, but I can basically there's a way of me setting the punishments. I don't think I've unlocked it yet. If I go bureaucracy, prison policy, look. So if I unlock prison policy, I'm just going to lock all of these ones. Remote access. So I can do all of this. Right, so we need to build another office for the Chief of Security. So let me build another quick office for him. So the head of security can have that. The chief. I don't know why you need 5 accountants. What's worse than 1 accountant? 2 accountants. But yeah. Yeah, so these guys will probably need solitary confinement. So again, you need to build solitary confinement. And they won't get out of them cuffs until I build them. Maybe they'll give me... Shoreline. Okay, it doesn't. So, solitary confinement block. So, you just need to basically have like a punishment block for people who don't abide by the rules. So, if we just get... It needs to be fairly big because there's going to be quite a few... There's going to be quite a few rascals. Look how far away we are from there. So solitary, I'm trying to figure out where's the best place. So that's going to be our communal area. Like this, you see that prison here, look, coming from absolutely the middle of nowhere. He's obviously, look, this guy's obviously just gone and got something. Look, so we'll search him and he's going to have something now as well. So, again, it's not great. People are trying to smuggle things in. Right. Solitary confinement block. For prisoners who don't abide by the rules. And it's basically punishment. It's hopefully you put them in solitary confinement and hopefully they don't do it again. That's what you're hoping for in that case. Yeah, I've pressed the search button. Put them in the hole. Yeah, so the hole is basically what I'm building here. Let me speed time up. So yeah, prison policy. So now I can... So look, you can... So for depending on what the prisoner does, I can tell them what to do. Yidobert says hi. Hello Yidobert, how are you? Welcome to the stream. I don't know if you've ever heard of Prison Architect before, but it's a really good game. But yeah, so complaining, you know, there's not really any need for that. Destroying prison property, locked down for an hour, so they can't go anywhere. Escape attempts, I think that's pretty lax in my opinion. I think it needs to be more than that. I think if you're trying to break out of the prison, you just get solitary confinement. And yeah, because they're going to need something to dig with, so search his cell. Yeah, search everything. Attacking another prisoner, only locked down for an hour. See, like, if you're attacking people, what are you attacking them with? And what kind of thing? Attacking staff, so solitary, do that. Causing serious injury. Again, we can literally tell them that we can put them in as long as we want. Being intoxicated. I mean, yeah, we need to search everything. How, you know, in killing someone, I mean, Christ, solitary only for 4 hours. This seems to be like the worst punishment. A whole 2 days. We're going to put him in there for 2 days if he kills someone. Possessing weapons, we need to search everything. And again, make it a bit harsher. Possessing tools, search everywhere. So again, these are ways that you can combat it, and obviously the guards have to do this. They have to carry out the rules. Possessing luxuries. I mean, theft of prison property. I mean, God, there's so many things that you can do it. Yidobert says, yeah, I've been watching. I don't play it. It's a really good game. It's an indie game. I mean, I've loved this game forever, and some people have never heard of it. So I thought, well, today I just want to show you guys what it's all about. So solitary confinement, you don't need a lot of room. So you literally just you literally need, like, if I remember correctly, you only need literally like 2 places like that, and then you just need to close them in. Walls and doors. We just need a concrete wall. And they basically just get locked up in a little 2 square. And you put them behind a solitary door as well, so they can't. So there's no light. And hopefully, by putting them in here, they'll learn the lesson and won't do it again. But some of these people are terrible criminals, so they probably will. And again, so if I then get some power here, get some power. Again, it's a lot of clicking and kind of thinking about placement of stuff. But honestly, it is really good fun. It is really good fun. And when people start to kick off and it gets into fights and stuff, the annoying thing is that these gates... There you go. So these people are blocked in until the people thinking Bobbies do it. So I've only got 2 guards. So again, we need more guards. That's our 5 guards. So more people around to look after the prisoners and unlock doors for them and stuff. But yeah, and then they'll be put in here for solitary. Rooms. So yeah, solitary is here, so then the prisoners will all be put in here if they break the rules. And I've made it on purposely big so it can be extended if needed. And then again, we need to look at other rooms. So we need to have a few more. Yidobert put it's better and easier on PC/computer. Yeah, you're right. It is. I just had PS4. I just had it. I think it was I either brought it or it was a free game on PS4. And I just started playing it on PS4. I played it on PC as well when it first came out as an early game in 2015. I played it on the PC, and then obviously it came out on PS4. I think it came out on Xbox as well. And I thought I'd just play it on here. And it's quite easy for me to stream off PS4 because it doesn't blow my computer up if I try to play a game and stream off it at the same time. But yeah, the game's come on loads since I've last played it. What was I doing? I can't remember what I was doing now. Oh yeah, like a CCTV room. Don't think you can have a quick room of it. So yeah, solitary. Look, so this guy's been locked up in solitary. That's the guy we found drugs on, remember? So I don't know if it tells you how long he needs to be in here for. Used to be if you just highlighted over him. Don't know, but he's in there until. But like, you can change his security rating. So if he always kicks off and he always gets, you know, a bit aggy with some guards and stuff, I can change him and I can make sure he's like guarded by a guard at all times and stuff. But yeah, obviously he's served his time, so he gets taken out. Was it free on PS4? See, with PS4, when you have PS Plus, every month there's free games. So sometimes it is. I might be wrong. I mean, it was ages ago that I got it. I mean, I've had this game forever. But I think it was 1 month. It was free on PS4, or I brought it. I can't remember. It was so long ago. But not this month. Not this month. It's free. Definitely not this year that I got it on PS4. What am I doing? I need the power supply here. Okay, that noise is never good, what I just heard. Anyway, so we need to get a surveillance room. I think it's free on Xbox Game Pass. Yeah, sometimes it is. But they brought out loads of expansion packs and stuff for it as well. Again, we need like a security room with surveillance in it. Make a really big surveillance room. So then I can buy CCTV, and then you see where these rooms are, some of these rooms get dark when there's people not in them. I can have CCTV, I can have the remote access as well, so I don't have to open all the doors all the time. Anyway, grants. What grants did we have to do? Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, we need dog handlers as well. We need to unlock dogs, because dogs will smell the drugs and stuff. So let's research the dogs. Where do I get bureaucracy? Here it is. So again, we can get dogs to smell out the narcotics, because obviously we got an issue with that. We can get armored guards. Loads of stuff. Loads of stuff. But yeah, so we've got solitary block. Eventually we need to build more cells, actual individual cells. And then we can get rooms. It's gonna be like a security room. Just need a desk to get it set up. And then we can get objects, and then we just need where are them little computer things which let me look at the doors? Yido Bert says, are you streaming on Twitch or YouTube or both? Yeah, I stream on both, so you'll see on the screen the chat from both Twitch and from YouTube. But yeah, there's other people chatting on Twitch, and you're obviously chatting on YouTube as well. Have you ever been sniffed by a dog in an airport? Not that I can remember. I mean, you always see them and you're kind of like, ugh. But obviously you haven't got anything on you, but you still get a bit nervous. You kind of walk past them and you're like, oh, don't sniff me. And you know you haven't got anything on you, but you just get panicked, don't you? Where is this little computer security console thing, which allows me to do the door taps? But yeah, have you ever been sniffed by any dogs? Have you ever been... Oh, the worst is the metal detector. When you go through customs, when you go through the metal detector and it goes... And you're like, oh, for God's sake. Where is the security computers? You can definitely get them. Is there a different section for this? All it says, yes, you know you're fine, but you're like hesitant. Yeah, exactly. You're kind of like, oh. Where are... Oh, here they are. On a different blob one section. So you can get guards to sit at the computer. Yeah? All I said, we found weed in a vending machine in Dublin Airport about a year ago. Just green tea. That's it. Okay. No. So yeah, I can put these little things on each of the doors that need unlocking normally manually by a guard. and instead I can just put these things on them, and then the guy at the computer will just unlock the doors, which is always handy to have. And I can do the same for the reception as well. It just means that the guards are patrolling better and stuff. You found weed in a vending machine in Dublin Airport. What did you have to do? Did you hand it in, or did you report it, or did you just leave it? Surveillance. So yeah, you can get phone taps as well. So I can link the phones up to the like a listening device. Okay, I need power in here as well. Power supply. You just whack them all in there. And then yeah, guards will literally do that for me. Right, so then you just have to wire them all up. So that one's wired. That one's wired. That one's wired. That one's wired. I think you can have, I think it was 8, but I might be wrong. Put that there. One more. Right, so now, hopefully, if we just watch one of these doors. Oh, why hasn't that got electricity going to it? Okay, again, electricity. You need to make sure everything's hooked up. So that goes in there. That goes in there. This one might need one as well. And then the door tab should work. All I said, told the guards, yeah, I was so scared in case we got sniffed there, lol. Well, you did the right thing, didn't you? And then, yeah, hopefully, if we watch the doors... So that door didn't work. I need to watch the doors. And why isn't that door working? Are any of these? It's working for some people. Again, look. This guy. All these prisoners. All bloody smuggling things in. Blooming hell. We need to get the dogs out. We need to build. You have to build a kennel for the dogs. I don't like how many bloody. Right, get the wire out, and then you just tap this all up, so we have an idea of when. Pretty sure you can tap all more than one. So guards will be listening to the conversations that the guards that the prisoners will be having, so we know when things are going to kick off. What's going on here then? Get all the wires done. I'll make sure this all works. Oh, this guy's angry, look. So look, what we have to do with this guy, he's drunk. So he's going to start beating everyone up. So what we do... How do we get the guards to go? This guy's about to go beat man's up. I know he's escaping. Oh, damn it. Damn it. I didn't forget about this. Right, we need to fence this bit off. Bear with me. I've completely forgot I unlocked that door. Walls and doors. Oh, fuck's sake, they're all escaping. Why does that still not have enough? Why haven't they finished doing that cable? There we go. Whoops. Yeah, don't unlock the front door, guys, so people can sneak out. It's a bad idea. Can't believe that. Why has this been locked shut? Look, this guy, look. How many times? Look, he's just gone and picked someone up. For goodness sake. There is a bad problem here with his... Yeah, I do want to search for it. What we need to do is you need to just build walls so they can't... We need to confine them in. We need to just lock them in. There's no way they can get out. And the only way they can get out is by the door being locked for them. I need to build a door there as well, actually. I'm trying to plan it in my head. Just to come right. So then they can't go and fetch the drugs. This is going to be like the delivery bit. Doesn't even matter. Goodness sake. Goodness sake. Goodness sake. Yeah, we need the dogs, don't we? Right, I need to build some doors as well because I've just locked it all off. Then we need to build some metal detectors and stuff as well because objects. You can see all the objects you can get. Look, there's loads of stuff you can do with it. Need but literally metal detector the whole place up. People can smuggle knife and forks out of the canteen and stuff as well. And you can eventually turn these into like little houses where deliveries come and stuff. yeah, like what I try and do in my prisons is I try and like zone them off into areas. This is like the entry bit where all the prisoners first come, and then I'll build like big cell blocks like around here and stuff, and there'll be like cell block A, B, C. So it's all self-sufficient. There's no bloody guards because I've got too many bloody machines. And then yeah, we need to build like a Orla says, yeah, they can literally make Shanks have everything. Yeah, they literally can. Anything. They find anything. Orla says, do they get commissary? What's that? What's that? We need a kennel. Yeah, you have to build a kennel for the doggies as well. Structure. Call it a kennel. Call it a kennel. Yeah, I don't know what commissary is, Orla, unfortunately. Where's the K for? Is it called something else? There it is. We need to get on top of that drug problem or the dog problem. Doggies. Yeah, it's just about all about the power supplies and stuff as well. I'm gonna make sure they're all linked up. Make sure these new metal detectors are going to be linked up. And then we need to build. And all it says, it's this thing in America where they can buy like junk food and toiletries and trade it with other prisoners that make it into a business. Causes lots of fights in prisons if people end up in debt with other prisoners. There's a shop, yeah. You can build a shop. If it causes fight, then I'm not entirely sure if that's why. Might do, but you can definitely get a shop. Oh my god, this is so annoying. Why can't they? Building power lines. Oh, we haven't done a door server, that's why. How do I get on that again? Come so far, it gets so high. Yeah, no, we're going to sort out the narcotics problem. I need you to do a door server though. Workmen need to do more. I don't need the CCTV monitor. I don't need that either. Not free up 3 guards. This needs to be made into a Kennel. Rooms. Oh, I'm on the wrong bloody thing. Rooms, and then kennel. Let me get some doggies. Oh, crud. What was that? I'm still painting. Yeah, so you can build doggies there. And then get some power going up there as well. Why is there enough power going there? I swear I put the power lines there. Oh, damn it. Dang it, my controller ran out of battery. And then I literally need to just get... And then this one as well. Connected up. Oh, damn it. And two there now. And then, yeah, these doors should automatically open. That needs to be closed. And we should all be hooked up. Why is this done that? And that one. Power in this game. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. Fix my cable there, please. Yeah, so look, that thing just went through that dog kennel just went through the metal detector and it's gone off. So then the guards will search it for me. All I said, it's coming on well, starting to grow. Yeah, that's the thing. Like it starts to get bigger and bigger and bigger, and the more things you need, and it's good to like start off with a small amount of prisoners and let them do their things and find out what's going wrong. So, for example, I've only brought in 7 prisoners, and we found out there's a narcotics problem. So again, if I had 50 prisoners, for example, and I had a narcotics problem, it would be too much to kind of manage. But I can manage this, and I can like fix it before other people come. Like this guy here, look. But like, I've locked them in. The prisoners are going to find it hard to get their drugs now because I've like locked them in a fence. And the only way they can get out there is if the guards let them, which they're not gonna. But now I can add doggies. So if I get some dogs, I'll have 4 dogs because they do rest a lot. And then I just need to set patrol routes so I can actually station certain guards. I can't remember how to do it. All it says your strategy is very logical. Yeah, I've played strategy games forever. I've always loved strategy games. If it's like Sid Meier's Civilization, Europus Universalis, I think it's called. Total War games like Rome Total War, Prison Architect. You know, all these kind of like games where you have to think logically. So, and I've learned the hard way that if you just go rush into all these games and you don't do things in a structured way, you just lose. You know, it's not the way the games should be. These games shouldn't be rushed, because obviously, yeah, I could do everything at the same time, but I'd run out of money. I'd have riots and all that kind of stuff. So, and I have played Prison Architect before, where I do that and I just rush straight in and build everything, and it all goes wrong. Anyway, what was I doing? Yeah, we need to. I need to like, yeah, guard deployment. So like I can get a dog. and I'm going to position a dog just roaming around these areas here. And then I can create a patrol. So, for example, I can get a dog to just literally stick by all the deliveries. So then they can smell if any narcotics are being smuggled there, in the food and stuff. Again, that's a good way to do it. And the dog will sniff out the thingamabobbies. And I can get a guard to just patrol along this route here as well, to make sure nothing bad is happening. So I can just assign a guard to wander around that route there. Same with this big open bit here. I can just get... So do you know when the prisoners start wandering off and stuff, I can just get the guards just be wandering around here to make sure nothing's happening that shouldn't be. I might need to hire another doggy though. There we go. So that should hopefully help the narcotics problem a little bit, because prisoners will be sniffed. But this thing in the top left, look, this low thing here, it basically just, that's the indicator of if bad things are going to happen. So that can get to high and then fights start happening and stuff. So you've always got to keep an eye on that as well. How are they not moving? Yeah, they do have enough. They do have enough things. Reform things are going to take forever. I've hired dog handlers to sort them out. What time is it? 4:30. I need to start playing some Sims as well. I need to see. Might be more things to do for the next stream. What we do on Prison Architect. I do enjoy it. I mean, I don't know if you guys are enjoying it, but I enjoy playing this game. So it's something I'll probably come back to. But yeah, I think we've done quite a lot today. So we've got the prison set up, all the relevant kind of infrastructures in place. So we're ready to kind of start building cell blocks and bringing in more prisoners. And then yeah, like Ola says, we can build churches in the next stream. We can build shops. We can build workshops so they can like make things if they want to. And then yeah, just basically expanding it more and more and more, because we've still got all this space to fill as well. Just completing the game and building everything. We can get death row. You know, we can get prisoners that need to be executed. We can get them. We can get the mentally insane prisoners as well. We can build padded cells and all that kind of stuff. And we can get armored guards. And then, you know, as that kind of starts happening, this will grow and grow and grow. And things, you know, fights happen, and we'll have to do that. And then yeah, the gangs probably have already started, but you have to have intelligence on them. So prison running, it's just called like, yeah, so I can get informants, so I can get prisoners. So for example, I can lock a prisoner up, and I can click on them, and sometimes if they're like a certain prisoner, I can get them to become one of my informants, and then they'll tell me what's happening kind of behind closed doors. So that's something else that we can do in the future. And then yeah, it's just it's called intelligence, and basically you can see that, and you can find out what gangs operate in your prisons and stuff like that. So there's so many more things to do, but we've just got the prison set up, to be honest, today. But I'm going to take a quick 20-minute break, and then at 5 o'clock I'm going to come back and stream some Sims. So hopefully we'll get all the regular viewers back, all the simmers out there, and we'll go from there. So yeah, thanks for joining us today. Good little stream. I just wanted to show you this game kind of to start off with. There's so many more layers that you get in the stream, in this game, sorry, that we'll build into eventually. So yeah, thanks for watching, Ola, and everyone else who watched and interacted. And then yeah, give me 20 minutes, give me till about 5, and then we'll come back and we'll do some Sims. Thanks very much for watching, and I shall see you